everyone, thank you for joining me. Wendy Anderson, justbe.me. So I wanted to share with you today some of my practices that I use to help bring harmony, equilibrium, because as you know, in this time of ascension, we are in the great shift from everything there is going there. So, where everything was created in the external experience in order for us to learn certain things, and the external had an impact on our emotions and physical, and that's the way it worked. Whereas now it is the other way around. What is within is now creating the external experiences. So this is why it's really beneficial right now to have some practices, to have some mindfulness, awareness. So emotionally, have I got any emotional blockages? Where is it that I'm living in the past? Are there some child wounds that I've not managed to deal with? Am I in the child ego, or am I in the adult ego? So the adult ego will quite happily, literally, anything toxic for you, nope, not doing that, not going there, literally remove yourself from the situation. No apologies, no explanation given. I am sovereign. That is the adult ego that is grown up. Whereas a child will trust an external source, where your spidey tinglies are going, there's something not right, there's something not right. The child ego will trust somebody else going, no, you're just being ridiculous, you're just being silly, everything is okay. Whatever environment you're in, that your spider tinglies are kind of like saying no. The people you're with, no. Like even children on a playground, they will literally play with the kids that resonate, and leave the children alone that don't resonate. There's no explanation around why I'm not playing with you. It just literally is the way we feel. So it's coming back to that childlike state while still holding the adult ego that, I can remove myself from that situation, that is no longer serving me. So we are being asked to choose what energies we want to play in right now, what fields we want to play in, what tangible fields that we want to exist and play in, as well as everything is energy anyway. So even the tangible is created from an energetic frequency and field. It's all just energy. It's all we are. So if something is a little bit crunchy or feeling out of alignment, energetically, can we tap into that frequency field? And we are all got alchemic, we are all the alchemist within us. We've got the chemist within our body that we need, within the mind, within the energetic field. We have everything that we need always. We no longer need to look in an external resource to get whatever we need, which is again where we've always been. We've always found something in the external to whatever we need. Now it's kind of like whatever we need is now going out, and we're giving that into the external's needs. So something was a little bit off yesterday, and I know kind of like we've just been through the Lion's Gate. So, many of you may be feeling this as well as I am. So we've been compressed energetically. We're being compressed, and the compression is to literally just squeeze literally the old crap out that is no longer serving us, that we don't need. So we're being squeezed to kind of like, right, we're squeezing every last drop out of you that is no longer in resonance, with what you want and what you are. And who we are is infinite beings, made, every single one of us made from the same frequency of love, every single one of us, but we are all having a unique experience. We've all chosen unique experiences. Not one experience is going to be the like. So your truth is going to be different from my truth, and that's okay. That's absolutely fine. So we'll all be in like little bubbles of our own creations, and that's okay. Can I accept that another person is creating something else in their bubble, because we will all be creating something unique in the bubbles. But what we'll have opportunity to do is that bubble resonating what that person is creating over there? Yeah, I could share that. That's all right. That person over there, is that resonating in alignment with what I'm resonating at? Nope, take myself out of that bubble, don't like that one. So this is what we are learning. It's human discernment. This is really, really growing beautifully, human discernment. And when we have that, when we stop the people pleasing program going round of, I have to do this because of, you know, somebody else won't like me if I do that, and it's turning up in all these individual ways for individual people, is exhausting. You know, you can use your energy for better things, to be honest. So we are growing in discernment and choices, and a higher form of wisdom for the new way of being in fifth dimensionality. So I am here to help, just as a guide. I'm not going to do anything for you. I'm just here to help with what I've learned over these last few years. And there are so many people with other amazing teachings as well, you know, on this planet. Everyone has got something. Everyone has got a gift. Everyone has got a trinket. But your energy is the most precious, golden thing ever. So why not feel better in every now? You know, it doesn't have to be euphoric in every now. You know, you don't have to feel like you're on a magic mushroom in every now. But just something that in every now, how can I feel better? What's going to make me feel better in this now? So for me, it's sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit something's off kilter, right? I need to know what's going on. I need some awareness around this. What is it? You know, if I were living next to a pylon, I'd probably know exactly what that was. If I were living next to a power station, yeah, got that. You know, we've all got choices as well. So literally, if you are living next to these things, you know, you'll definitely need, you know, an energetic cleanse, or you may be placed in that situation that you've got some kind of energy that you can alchemize it, even for the people and the residents that are living around you. But you will be able to choose as to when you can switch that on and switch that off as well. So you do still have the choice as to whether you want to take on board that program or that contract or not. There's choice in every single one of these contracts that we are holding. There's always choice. So for me, feeling a little bit off, so every now and again and throughout my day, I do some little tests. It could be, sorry about this, but it could be when I'm having 2 minutes on the low. You know, it's a little bit of a, right, how can I fill in this time? And I do have time where I just switch my mind off as well and do nothing. So it's not that I'm always on the go all the time. I do have switch off moments as well, because they're really, really, really important. But something has felt even difficult to switch off, and this was yesterday. So before felt amazing, this was yesterday for me. Just something felt off. So for me, I use kinesiology. I make an infinity symbol with my fingers. You can use a test, use your name because you know the answer to it. You know when it's going to be yes, when it's going to be no. Test your energy. If it's a no, the muscles in your body, it's going to weaken, it's going to feel weak, and the muscles will pull apart. If it's a yes answer, it will strengthen the muscles. Yeah, that's good for me, that's strong, that's the truth, that's my truth as an individual, that's my truth, that's great. False, it'll break apart. True, it'll stay strong. The truth is always the strength. The fake falseness is going to weaken. You know, use that logic. So I have a little, so yesterday I was running down cortisol. I was testing my cortisol. For some reason this week has been up, down, up, down. And I'm like, whoa, well, where is this influence coming from in my external world? So throughout the day yesterday, I was testing my cortisol levels, which was quite interesting to see, what was raising them, and what was bringing them into a balanced state of being. So I actually managed to switch off the mind and do a really, really lovely meditation. So I just make a pyramid that way, pyramid the other way, sitting both together, put myself in the middle, and I send a column of light all the way up to the universe, all the way down into the core of the earth, and there's a horizontal plane that's coming, that's new, that's come on that way as well, and then so we spin the pyramid, it turns into a ball of light, and you can send that ball of light anywhere in your body. It will linger around areas that need a little bit more support. So this is a physical awareness of which organ is needing a little bit more, and you don't have to know biology. You can do it by head, face, teeth, eyes, heart, lungs, arm, leg, ovaries, testicles, digestive system. So just go down the body, and if it's stopping anywhere or lingering anywhere, then you know that area just needs a little bit more support. That's sure in a pharmacy. You don't particularly have to understand it. You are made from frequency form, and you are made from light frequency form. So it makes sense to create the light within you to heal whatever it is that is feeling out of harmony. Makes sense. There's a logic. So that's left hand side brain logic, right hand side brain is creation, and you can create anything you want. That's freedom. The freedom of mind, you can create anything. So, cortisol yesterday. So my meditation brought my cortisol back into balance. Great. Didn't last long. So I noticed certain interactions with people. Certain people were heightening my cortisol levels again. I noticed certain videos on YouTube higher cortisol. So I was testing myself. So I was watching is it Michael Stringer video, and he just talks about mindfulness, but he's just got such one of the most beautiful, relaxing, calming voices. Cortisol went back into balance. Watched a video about the rioting. Cortisol started to go back up again. Looked at certain, so on my phone as well, it just comes up with bullet points for the news. Cortisol going that way again. So it's really interesting, the stresses during the day. So, these balances need to be done in a continuum. And I know a lot of you light workers are doing this continuously every single day, maybe even twice a day, even using breath work to kind of like throughout your day. And I know a lot of you are absolutely exhausted because you've been doing these practices for years to keep yourself upright, and people are kind of like, questioning, how come you seem to float through life and the rest of us seem to be kind of like anxious and prickly, and what have you got? What have you got going on? So this is my practices that I'm sharing with you. So this is why kind of like certain external, shall we say, medical interventions were, shall we say, never as appealing to me as certain internal medical interventions that I would support. And that's not to say that at any given moment that I would completely discount something medical, like if broken bone or emergency services, things like that, are absolutely beautiful. However, chronic conditions can be managed. So people are losing trust with their primary healthcare providers, so to speak. They've lost trust, and that's understandable. So they will lose trust in absolutely everything with regards to that. So in some ways, that might not serve you completely, because like I say, if you have an accident or you need, life-saving support, then, if you are supposed to stick around, then you are supposed to stick around. So there's still some beautiful things in that institution that shouldn't be thrown away with bathwater. However, in conjunction and in a complementary way, there are some internal things that we can do from within to help. So these are the things that I want to share with you. So what I'm saying in this is that I am not discounting anything external. It's pure choice. But I have discernment about what I choose from that external source, because I know within me I've also got a choice of choosing from something that I can do from within. There are other things like nutrients and things like that can be really useful, but again, it's good to test your nutrients, because sometimes too many can be as dangerous as too little. Also, it's really interesting to test people's different diets and things like that, and the effects that it has on their body. Has been a really interesting insight as well, when testing nutrients. So my teachings come from, just these practices that I've done for myself and that I've done with other people over the years. I'm not doing anything for you today. I am only showing you, guiding you what can be done. You do with it as you wish, you do with it as you will. You love it or hate it, and that's absolutely okay. But I feel right now the level of awareness that we need in our emotional states and physical states, and even spiritual states, etheric states, is energetic states and energetic fields are paramount right now to manifestation of what you actually want to manifest it. So it's be the commander of your own ship, basically, not leave it up to somebody else to steer it, because you'll not go where you want to go. Right, okay, so I use kinesiology. I use my Rhea tensor, back from the olden days of doing bioresonance when I used to work with the machine. Now I don't work with the machine, don't need it. So if they ever become illegal or unlawful, or somebody tries to kind of like not have them anymore, and there's nothing wrong with them, they are amazing, because it helps you feel what it feels like for your physicality to be in equilibrium. So then, that's something that how it feels to be in alignment. So sometimes we might need a little bit of extra help, and sometimes the bioresonance machines, Rife machines, can be quite useful. The only thing is with Rife machines is they don't test. You've got to guess what frequency you need to put into your body, so there's some issues with that, but they are an affordable way of using energy medicine. But you are the machine. You can create frequency. So you can create frequency with the mind, with the thought, and the thought travels faster than words. You can create frequency with voice. And we know that we can create energy. If anybody has done Tai Chi or the Chi practices, and you can bring in energy, and you can literally feel it in your solar plexus. You can make an energy bar with it. You can make it bigger. You can literally throw it at somebody, and literally if they've got the back to you, well, they will turn around. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. So, and I've even, we've done these practices as well where some people have actually knocked other people off their feet with a level of chi that they've been able to build up. So this, and that person will stand there with their eyes closed, and they're still feeling that they felt it energetically thrown towards them, and it threw them back. So there's something in it. There's something in energy, and we are creators of it. Okay. So testing the chakras. So this is a really kind of like simple way of, am I out of alignment? The chakras are a good start. So you can start off kind of like on your phone. You can get the little person with the coloured blobs in. Those are all your chakras. It's a nice simple picture. It's absolutely brilliant. So the first one is the crown chakra, which is top of the head. It's fine at the minute. Third eye, which was out this morning when I was testing it. It's actually come back into alignment. So you can see how fast and quickly these can come in and out of alignment, no matter what we are doing during the day. So if you just think, oh, I've gone to a Reiki master to get my chakras aligned, and you think you're good forever, no. It's an ongoing practice. It's an ongoing work. I think it would be impossible to have them in alignment all the time. that would be a ridiculous human experience, because you'd just have to be a breatharian and just sit kind of like in meditation all day. That's not living, is it? Let's face it. So again, honour your humanness. So if anything is out of alignment, it's okay to be human and out of alignment. You know, this is what we are all here to experience. It's amazing. So crown chakra, third eye chakra. So they are nice and strong, absolutely in balance. Throat chakra, in balance. Heart chakra, not in balance. So quick balance for heart chakra. Choose 3 things to be grateful for. I am grateful for speaking to you guys. You're all awesome, amazing. Thank you to anyone that is listening to this video. You are fantastic. Thank you for my physical form. It kind of like enables me to do the things that I love. And thank you to the human heart for the ability to actually to feel love and to feel grief in some ways as well. Even though that feels uncomfortable, it's still a beautiful emotion because it reminds me that I've loved. And people are going to be grieving for their old self or their old way of being. You know, since the Lionsgate, nothing is the same for anyone. It's all different since the Lionsgate. And you'll feel that something isn't different, or that something is different, but you won't be able to put your finger on it. And that's okay. And this might be where you're feeling out of sorts from the heart, is that you've got a heartbreak for, you know, it's like grief, psychosomatic heart syndrome, which is a broken heart. It's a physical, tangible thing that is picked up in frequency form when it's tested on the machine or with kinesiology. So there's going to be a lot of grief at the moment. If you are grieving, that is absolutely a beautiful sign, because whatever you're letting go of, you've loved it. So you've had an amazing experience. Well done. You've succeeded. Congratulations. That's amazing. Right. So gratitude. Let's see if it's actually worked and it's balanced up my heart chakra. Now, if it's balancing up my heart chakra, it's also energetically creating a space for my physical organ of the heart to be balanced as well. So arteries, chambers, valves, you know, they are all going to come back into alignment from gratitude. So if we are seeing the world as all doom and gloom in a negative place at the moment, and it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to be here, it's all shite, you know, that's a lack of gratitude. You're going to feel it in the heart. Can I see it as a transforming world? That maybe what I am looking at is just old ways of being breaking down. Where is it that can we take responsibility and bring in the new? What things on this planet can I be grateful for? Because that is the thing that we're going to end up manifesting from. So can I be grateful for the food that I'm eating every day? Can I be grateful for the water that I'm drinking? So when I say grateful, give it a blessing. You know, and that is another form of gratitude. I bless myself and I bless the food that I'm eating. I bless myself and I bless the water that I'm drinking. I bless myself and I bless the people that I am meeting. I bless myself and I bless the home that I'm living in. You know, you can do this when you're leaving and when you're entering in. Thank you for this beautiful home. Thank you for this beautiful dwelling. You know, it could be a pile of shit that needs decorating and it's got mold or whatever. But the thing is, you are a creator. You change the frequency and the value of it from within as without. Heart chakra. Back into balance. So can you see, by just simple thing like thought, changes the physical value of things, which is so powerful. And the reason why it's so powerful is that you've got the freedom of thought, the freedom of mind, and this is kind of like what the age of Aquarius is about, is all about the mind, water, emotions. But you have the freedom to feel whatever it is you choose to focus on emotionally. Emotions are fine. Let them come in, let them go out, accept them, love them. Forgive yourself for whatever it is you're feeling. They're just emotions. They're just energy in frequency form coming into the mind, going through the body, releasing them. And that's all they do. There's only if there's blockages in the body, energetic blockages, where emotions will get trapped maybe in certain organs, like for me, lack of gratitude was trapped in the heart. And again, this is why I'm sharing with you in kind of like, there's no judgment in any of this stuff. None of it. We're all here to have a human experience. So honour your humanness. So if you're out of alignment, so what? Is there something that I can do to feel better? So these are just the tips and tricks that I've learned, that I am just sharing with you. Take it or leave it, and it's free, isn't it? So that's the best thing. Is ordinarily, if you would come to me and book an appointment, then I would have to kind of like ask for a little bit of money, because I've got bills to pay as much as the rest person. However, I am now choosing which of those to step in and step out of as well. So solar plex. Solar plex is balance. So solar plex, am I looking at things in a negative or positive creation? That's my creation. Everything is created in neutrality from the universe. What perspective am I placing upon it? If you're in negative perception, it'll start coming up in your solar plex. It will also start coming up into your solar plex if you have really floppy boundaries. So again, if you are people pleasing, your digestive system will be rumbling right now. So again, it's hold more awareness of where you may be people pleasing. Okay. So sacral. So my sacral is a little bit off. Okay, root chakra. So your sacral is your creativity center. It's also your reproductive center. So womb, organs, fallopian tubes, or kidneys, adrenals. For guys, testes, bladder, all part of it. Root chakra. Again, sense of safety. So something is affecting my sacral and my root chakra from not feeling safe to create. Okay, so then I ask, right, well, what is bringing me out of balance? Is there some emotion coding that could be useful to do? No. Okay. Is there some body coding or something physical that I need to look at? Yes. So there's something in my physicality that I need to hold some awareness over right now. Okay. So I'm going to look at toxins. Do I need to look at toxins? Yes. So there's some toxins coming in from somewhere. Okay. So the toxins coming in from emotions. No, interesting. So I'm not poisoning myself with some emotions. Do I have any cards to anyone else? No. So my emotions are, so I'm not picking up anything from anyone else either. So what I got going on is so empaths, you could be alchemizing other people's emotions and turning that into a light, and turning the negative energy into a positive energy, which takes energy as well. So this is why, if you are a light worker, you need to take some time alone every now and again. You feel it in that solar plex, little bubble, when you are tired and you need to take a break from alchemizing. You can choose as well, cut all cards. You can choose when to alchemize and when to not alchemize. Entirely up to you. If you've got the energy, great. If you haven't, don't. You can choose. Okay, so I'll go down the list of my harmful substances, because there's something that's affecting. So sacral area. So kidneys. So something in the kidneys. Okay, adrenals. Adrenals are fine. So adrenals, I would expect to be out of alignment if so say I was testing my cortisol yesterday, is continuously up there. My cortisol is continuously high, then my adrenals are just going to burn out. And then you're forced to rest. You just feel so tired that you've got no energy for cellular regeneration. So we can also have cortisol addictions. So I'm going to ask that. Do I have a cortisol addiction? I have a cortisol addiction. Interesting. So when we have a period in our life that is quite stressful, and we say haven't been able to put in some daily ritual practices of re-energizing ourselves, and we've got out of the habit of re-energizing ourselves, and we've become responsible for other people and less balanced responsibility for ourselves, we end up with a cortisol addiction where we will literally manifest stressful situations and more stress to get the energy from the stress hormone cortisol. You don't want to be ongoing with that all the time, because like I said, you'll just burn your adrenals out and then your cellular system will not be able to heal. So this is why moments of rest can be really useful. Okay, so right, I'm aware of my cortisol addiction. Right, what can I do about it? So weight gain will be around this. So again, kind of like from nowhere, if you feel like you're just having a fat day, your cortisol is probably somewhere up there as well. So it's kind of like, take that time for some calmness and stillness. If you've had a period in your life that's been, shall we say, stressful. So there are lots of people that are sick, you know, leaving this plane, family members to take care of, or you may have stress in your job, you may have children to look after. Whatever is creating this cortisol increase, so then that becomes a thing where you are obtaining your energy. Right, let's find a balance. I need to rest today is basically what it's saying. This is where I place my boundaries, because your solar plex might come out as well, because energy wise you'll be spent. So this is why yesterday I don't want to do anything, and this is why I never feel guilty about doing anything anymore, particularly after having Lyme disease, because it's kind of like that's what my body needed to switch off from years of being in this stressful situation, to literally switch off so I could start then creating ATP in my cells, which is the energy that you need for your cells. So switch off, just receive. You cannot give in that time. There's no energy you can give, because there's nothing. So it's switch off and take the time just to regather yourself, just switch off. So again, exercising in this situation as well, to low level stuff if you can, and it literally might just be yin yoga, just the odd stretch, a walk around the garden, you know, just something that gets the body moving, but it's not kind of like, you know, intensity, because in some ways that can kind of like keep the weight on, because you're still producing cortisol, you're still putting the body under stress physically, so that's not going to help either. That's not going to regenerate. So start off slowly with the exercising. When you start to feel the energy coming back up and rising, you know, then you can add the heat, you can add the intensity. But somebody who may be overweight with a cortisol addiction, you know, getting into the high intensity training can be really, really damaging for somebody. Ladies and men, really damaging. So take some time out to rest. So, cortisol addiction? No. So because I'm now aware of the addiction, even just that awareness changes the frequency of my addiction. So it's kind of like, right, so in this day, I can choose what I want to do. Is there something that's going to add stress into my life today? Right, well, do you know what? As a sovereign being and as a boundaried human being now, from an adult ego frame of mind, I can say no to things easily, with grace. No, thank you. I'm not feeling that today. So it don't matter if people fall out with you. You know what? You'll have a newfound respect, and you know what? You will also be teaching them that it's okay. You know, you might have made plans, but it's okay if they're not energetically viable to you know, keep up with appointments that may have been made. It's absolutely okay. So this needs to be more acceptable in society, because there are so many of us with these cortisol addictions, and so many with high levels of cortisol, literally from devices, from things we're picking up on the TV. You know, if you've got the BBC or, you know, the news on in the background continuously, or on the radio or something, your cortisol is going to be up there. you know. So take some time to, and I'm not saying kind of like switch it all out and switch it all off. It's good to know what's going on in the world, have some level of awareness again about what's going on. But if you can switch it off to find some stillness and find some calmness, and the reason being, it will lower the cortisol back to a normal level again. If you lower your cortisol back to a normal level again, it means that you are giving your cells chance to regenerate and literally heal what has come out of balance. Now, the length of time that you need to go into the stillness and length of time that you need to go into the calmness, it could be an hour, it could be a whole day, it could be a whole week. You know, for me, it was 3 years with Lyme disease. So it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to find, to be in that calm state in order for your cells to release anything that they need to release. And so this is the thing with toxins. So I'm going to test the toxins in my body, and then I'm going to show you how to release them. So it doesn't matter what the powers that be. So we'll get into asking about where these toxins are coming from as well, which will probably be very interesting and very enlightening. So if anyone this year has got any doubt in that, shall we say, current leadership has got our best interests at heart, then you know this is and this is why there's a change in leadership to self-leadership. You know, as long as you follow your own guidance, the guidance of source, the guidance of God, whatever it is that you want to call it, doesn't really matter, it's relevant. It's just an energy. What makes me feel good, what doesn't make me feel good. But there's certain things that are going on that that some may not know about. So I will enlighten you and show you how the mind can free you from everything, because you are more powerful than you believe. So I'm going to run down my list of harmful substances that are the usuals. Aluminium. So no, I've got no aluminium. Do I have any aluminium in my brain? Because I was feeling like a stress, a tightening kind of like in my head, so that was interesting. We'll go through it back to something else. I'm not now. Well, I clear when I kind of do these videos, which is really interesting. Palladium. No. Silver. I've got silver in there. Cadmium. Yes. Platinum. No. Gold. No. Mercury. Yes. Lead. Yes. A lot of toxins. So silver, what was it, cadmium, mercury and lead in my system at the moment. So I know that I am under stress, or there's more toxins coming in than usual because I'm not clearing them normally. It's kind of like I'll meditate in the morning, meditate in the evening, sorted. You know, these things don't normally affect me. So there's something that's different at the moment. There's a new source as to where we're getting a higher or newer influx of some of these heavy metals that are coming in. Do I have any allergies to any of these heavy metals? No. So sometimes if you've got an allergy to some of these metals as well, you know, everything constricts, vascular system constricts, lymphatic system constricts. It makes it harder for you to get rid of any toxins and heavy metals in your body. So again, allergies are a really interesting one. And again, you know, send me a message, come see me, whatever it is, and you know, can test allergies and we can release them. You know, we've got everything that we need up here. You just need to know how to work it. And I will show you how to work it. Okay, so please release all heavy metals that are not serving me from my body now, please. Are the majority of these metals being held in my kidneys? Yes. Right kidney? No. Left kidney? Yeah. So for some reason my left kidney, so anything left in the body is past. So kidney is a seat of fears. So there's something that I am struggling to let go of, old ways of being and old fears. So this is why, you know, it's really good to have this awareness. Okay, so fears, right. So what is it that I am fearful of? It's always love involved in the answer. Do I have fear of losing the love of a loved one? Yeah, okay. Do I feel like I need to be doing for them, or I lose a love for them? No. Do I feel like I need to be pandering that to their needs, or I will lose a love for them? Yeah. Okay. So people pleasing. So do I have the people pleasing program? Yeah. Is this the thing that is blocking my kidney from regenerating? Yes. Okay. So I feel like I need to please other people, and I'm feeling responsible for somebody else's emotions, so to make somebody else happy, to make somebody else in alignment, I'm feeling like I'm responsible for the needs of other people, whilst not being responsible for my own needs. So then it's kind of like your energy is just zapped, so then you're not feeling like you're wanting to turn up for yourself. But it's reset. It's kind of like stop giving, only receive, take that time to rest, take some time that just makes you feel calm, in a nice state, whatever that is. Take some stillness, take a walk in nature. Water is a really interesting one as well. That seems to help balance at the minute. Drink plenty of water. Okay. So I will just test left kidney. Right, it's still not. Okay, so do I have any palladium in my kidney? No. Do I have any cadmium in my kidney? No. Do I have mercury in my kidney? Do I have lead in my kidney? I have lots of lead in my left kidney. Right, okay. Is this just purely from my emotional program state? No, there's something else. There's something else coming in. Okay. Is the lead coming from an environmental source? No. Is the lead coming in from a food source? Lead in food. Who'd have thought? Why would you find lead in food? Is the lead in pesticides? No. Is it being added to pesticides? Who'd have thunk? So for some reason, lead is being added to pesticides. So lead is quite a heavy frequency. Also poisons the mind. Lead poisoning. You can get, so if you don't feel confident energetically to shift any of this stuff, homeopathy is a really, really good way of detoxification. So there's homeopathic lead, which can be really, really useful. Graphites. Are the graphites being added to foods? No. So graphites are another form of black lead. Where's that coming from? Where's the graphite? Okay, so 2 weeks into September, what I used to see was lots of heavy metals appearing in the tap water and my clients. And when I got down to the source, it was, shall we say, a seasonal medical intervention, where all these extra ingredients were coming from that people couldn't use in their bodies, and they would urinate it and poop it out into the municipal water supply. And obviously municipal water supplies have been, shall we say, saving money on certain cleansing techniques, and you can tell that with the clarity of the water kind of like throughout the year, that for some reason some months of the year it's cleaner than others. So something's happening in some months than not others. Clarification happens 1st of February, fluoridation happens 1st of June, and then it used to be 2nd week September. There used to be all sorts in it. Now I'm finding second to 3rd week August, which is interesting. This week is where we're at. Okay, so am I experiencing the lead from water. Yeah, so there's lead in foods, lead in the water. Okay, is this lead being added consciously to pesticides for the pure purpose of poisoning humans? Yes, there you go. All right, okay, that's really interesting. So yeah, if you've got toxins in your body, then you will struggle to meditate, you will struggle to find calmness, you will struggle to find peace. If you're struggling to find calmness and peace, then you'll struggle to manifest that in the exterior world. So there's a really good reason why we are being poisoned right now. Interesting. Okay. Am I holding neutral perspective around this? Yes, I am. Okay, so I don't care either way, because I know whatever toxins here, I can deal with them anyway, so I'm really not bothered. When I first started seeing these pictures in my practice over, last over a decade, I felt sick when I was finding this stuff. So this isn't something new, this has been happening for a long time. But there's this influx at the moment. So there's something that's being added, there's lead being added to pesticides, to our food. There is lead coming through, shall we say, is there lead coming in on a medical intervention that's seasonal? Yes. So obviously people can't use a lead, they're excreting it out. You're getting it to water. So let me tell you, your kids are going to be getting a dose of this. All of your family members are going to get a dose of this. You're going to be getting a dose of this. Yeah, it makes you feel sick, doesn't it? Okay, so where are we going to wake up and take responsibility for this? Okay, is there anything else in my left kidney that is that I need to be aware of? No, so it was the lead. So it's the high influxes of lead that bother me. Do I have any allergies to lead? No, me personally, no allergies to lead. It's great, so I can get rid of it. One way of releasing it. So if you're listening to this video, you will also receive my releasing of lead, which will also, because you're listening to the words and the frequency that I'm putting out there, you will also receive the releasing of the lead as well. Okay, so please release lead from central nervous system. Did I have lead in my central nervous system? No. Peripheral nervous system. Yeah, so I'm putting my nerve, so this is like facial nerves, spinal column, nerves all the way that are going kind of into your body for operational. So if you are experiencing any kind of like nerve damage, there's a potential so there's evidence you're being poisoned, I'm sorry. Please release lead from peripheral nervous system now, please. Lead in respiratory system, no. Lead in the heart, interesting, lead in the heart. Please release lead from my heart now, please. It's not serving me, allowing me to move forward in this life. Please release now, thank you. Lead in the heart, no, it's released. So you can practice this as well, the kinesiology, how powerful it is. See for yourself, don't take my word for it. And again, this is another thing with trust. We'll just mistrust everything from now, and that's okay. That's the healing. The healing is to now trust yourself and your own energy. So don't trust anything externally anymore. Trust yourself and how you feel and your own abilities and your own skills and talents. Okay, so done respiratory system, lead in digestive system. No, that's fine. Lead in hormonal system? No. Lead in endocrine system? No. Lead in reproductive system? Interesting. So please release lead from my reproductive system now, please. It's not serving me or allowing me to move forward. Please release lead now. So literally lead was found in my peripheral nervous system and my hormonal system. So that is my creation center, and both of those things, so your peripheral nervous system is part of your pineal gland, pituitary gland as well, back of the third eye, and also which you need that to imagine and think what you need to do, and obviously then bring it into creation from in physical form from your body. And yesterday I didn't, it's like I didn't really feel motivated. I've got some new projects that I want to get on with, and I kind of like was more or less like nudging myself into doing them. I wasn't feeling motivated to do them. I felt heavy. Interesting, now I know why. So do I have lead in my musculoskeletal system? No. Right, interesting. So for me, do I need any more awareness around third eye and creation? No, it was just purely physical toxins. Yeah, so purely physical. So I've got no blockages. So normally third eye blockages or anything peripheral nervous system, I would be wanting to look maybe into somebody's past life karmas. There's something trauma in a memory, something like that. So it's always to do with memories of past. And sacral is obviously something to do with creation. I haven't do I have any energetic blockages in those areas? No, I have no energetic blockages. I have no emotional blockages. No emotional blockages. So it literally was that the amount of physical toxins were literally overloading and overwhelming my system. So again, you know, there are things that we could do. Pop more nutrients into the body as much as you can. Eat lots, you know, taste the rainbow, even though there's pesticides. Wash it, bless it, whatever it is that you need to do to it to cleanse whatever you've got energetically and physically. Gratitude for everything that you are eating and that you are consuming. So change the way that we consume things and connect to it. Energetically, you can change the frequency of it by just literally connecting it and loving it. Add love to everything that you do. If you're not loving it, don't be consuming it, is probably the way to think. Okay, so do I have any lead in my body in this now? No. Okay, so now you can see how I navigate these things. I'm happy to teach anybody to do this. I know it probably seems really complicated in the beginning, but you soon get used to it, and you can start off really small and really simply, and you can expand on whatever it is that you want to test on. So anyone that wants to learn, get in contact, leave a comment. I'm happy to teach this stuff because, you know, I feel like we really need it right now, because I feel like we're just being smashed with toxins all over the place. Is there lead coming from, shall we say, the skies? Yes. Okay, so it literally is coming from everywhere. So if you are feeling a little bit funky and out of sorts, this may be the reason why. So top up on your nutrients, cell talk it out of your body. Lead, big one, and it literally makes you feel really heavy. Make you feel light, makes you feel really heavy, and those were the areas of the body that was disrupting for me. So that's why I felt so tired yesterday. Is this a new lead campaign? Ah, yeah. So has this particular campaign been applied before? No. Is there anything other than lead that I need to be aware of? No. Morgellons? No, that's not being used. Emotional frequencies? No. Right, so it's heavy metals, it's chemical. Are there any other environmental toxins that I need to be aware of? No. Okay. Is there anything else that I need to be aware of in my kidney? No. So sometimes if we've got kidney problems, you know, we assume, oh, I've got parasites. Let's ask, do I have any parasites in my kidneys? No. So it's not a parasite problem. It's literally a lead problem. Okay, that's interesting. Lead is interesting as well with people that have had allergies to lead and black lead. So when we've done the allergy and traced it back, it's really interesting, but every single one of these people has had a past life where they've been some kind of warrior or some kind of soldier. and they've been shot, which is understandable. So that for some reason that is stayed in the Akashic record as a remembrance of fear of black lead. And it's really interesting how this allergy is literally being carried over lifetimes, and maybe kind of like the allergy is there over the lifetime to bring awareness of potential the soldier or the warrior that person once was in a life, because the warriors of our ancient past, are the ones on this planet with the greatest ability to manifest peace. They've known war, they've known suffering, they've known violence. So it's kind of like they'd no longer want any part of that anymore, because they've experienced it. It's kind of like, I'm done with that, I'm over it, don't want to do that again. It's right, I want to manifest the exact opposite, which is peace. So to all you soldiers and warriors out there, please release any flight or fight responses to black lead, mercury or graphites, whatever it's called. It's not serving you or allowing you to move forward in this life. Please release any flight or fight responses now. Thank you. And a great big gratitude to every single one of you and all of your ancestors and you in all of your past lives that have held this experience in order for us to be here right now, to hold the strength to make all things new. And so it is. Thank you. Right, I think that's enough today. It's time to get on with something else. Thank you for listening. Please put a comment if you found this useful or helpful. I don't need the feedback, but sometimes I just think it's quite interesting to see how anyone else has found it. You might just think she's off her head and I just haven't got a clue what she's talking about. But I know that some of you do know what I'm talking about, and you're the ones that are ready for this. But no matter where you are on this journey right now, you are so loved, and it's to always remember that you are loved no matter where you are right now. So this was my alignment work for today. Feeling better already, feeling more vibrant already, and ready to do some new things. So just out of interest, to just do a fast final last check to see what's coming into alignment. And you're just thinking anyone could do that with their fingers. Yeah, they can. Don't take my word for it. Have a go. You try it. Use your words to clear some energy. Do some self-talk. Have some fun with it, and just see what you get. And just play with it in a fun, childlike, unfolding the mystery kind of way. So final checks: crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, root chakra. Safety. Yeah, safety is interesting because, you know, we're being poisoned from left, right and centre. Of course that is normal, and obviously that's coming to my awareness. Okay, do you know what, I've got this, I've got the strength to do this, and I'm sharing my strength with all of you out there, that we've all got the strength to do it. Release all lead from my body now, please. I am safe in every now. Nothing can touch me. I've got complete protection around me, and that is in with the frequency love, because that's what I am, that's what I'm made from, and I put that love back into my body. I'm just protected. Thank you so much. Root chakra, come back into alignment. Okay. Cortisol levels, they're still a little bit, are they too high? Yeah. Okay, so cortisol levels, please bring cortisol levels back into alignment now, please. So obviously me finding out that we've been poisoned left, right and centre, has that the thing that's raised my cortisol levels? Yes. Interesting. Right, okay, let's flip that. I've just released the lead, nothing can touch me. Please balance all my cortisol levels now, please. Are my cortisol levels balanced? Yes, it's as simple as that. It's as quick as that. Okay, I'll just go away, keep checking it, make sure it's okay, that my worry doesn't pop back into my mind about it, that I don't need to worry about it. I can just literally, now I know what's poisoning me, get rid of it. don't want it, not holding it in my contract, not holding it in my body, and nothing comes into being without my agreement to it. And I am always upholding that. So I am not holding lead toxicity in my body at all, thank you. And I am not worrying about it because I don't need to worry about it. All is well. Okay, cortisol, back into alignment. Okay, so can you see how from up here we can reprogram the physical body? And it's literally as simple as that. It's as quick as that. Well, I'll say as quick as that. I've spent an hour with you. It's as simple as that. This is how powerful we are. We have everything that we need within us. It doesn't matter about what corruption is out there. If you're aware of it, you've got this. Even if you're not aware of it and you just love yourself and treat yourself with kindness, you know, that is one way of really, really protecting yourself from anything that is toxic out there. Remember the beauty within, and everything else in the external doesn't matter, doesn't come into being, it doesn't come into matter. Yeah, you are the divine created programmer. You are the one that is requesting the experiences. You are the one that are in agreeance to all things, or not agreeance to certain things. So again, discernment. What am I agreeing to? What am I not agreeing to? Discernment, discernment, discernment. I will leave my love with you. This is me back into some form of alignment. Thank you very much to me. Thank you very much for sharing this experience with me. I hope it helps. Take care. Bye. Love you all.